as it relates to the roads, the general question relates to how the earmarking is working. So eventually the issue of, we have the state making lots of proposals to earmark funds, but there's some concern as to whether that would actually get back to the locals. And so it was a question of how township officials, whether they should try to work with their local county road commissioners, or whether there was a better route, a different path of elected officials that they should potentially work with to earmark those funds to go to the local areas as opposed to maybe the cities.
Well, this just gets back in front of the legislature, right? And this earmarking of funds that we always thought, for example, that the education funds were only going to be used for education and the road funds for roads. But our good friends in Lansing who represent us frequently play fast and loose with those funds. For example, what's happening right now, the education funds are getting diverted to roads. The road funds are getting diverted to other purposes. And what ends up happening right now in Lansing is that the squeakiest wheel is getting the grease, and the grease is coming from other funds that should have been used for some other purpose. The answer to the question, obviously, is not something that's within any of our control individually as townships or even as counties. It lies within the control of the state legislature, and I think we need to insist when and if we do pass new legislation that is going to, say, increase the gas tax maybe, or come up with some other way to pay for roads, we do need to insist that it has some sort of a hard trust earmarking on it so that it can't be used for some other purpose. Can we do anything about that individually? Probably not, but this is something that here we are all together under the umbrella of the MTA. That's something that I think we have to use our state organization to go to the legislature and demand happen.